Picture the year 2030. In a medical landscape dominated by data and direct contracts, will the career of a traditional medical representative even exist? For decades, the Indian MR commanded a deep sense of professional prestige. They were the highly respected scientific link between massive pharmaceutical companies and local doctors, entrusted to introduce new therapies and build lifelong relationships. Fast forward to the reality of 2030. That carefully built scientific relationship has fractured. Doctors and chemists increasingly view field reps as simple mechanical delivery channels rather than trusted medical resources. The traditional promotional model has broken down. The MR role is not going through a natural, gradual evolution. Industry forces are actively dismantling the position, making conventional field sales a highly dangerous career path for today's pharmacy students. The first major force squeezing the MR out of the market comes from above. Physicians simply do not rely on human reps for drug information anymore. Instead of waiting for a weekly clinic visit, doctors use AI platforms and digital portals that provide instant, real-time access to clinical studies, strict treatment guidelines, and complex drug comparisons. This diagram shows a central AI system intercepting a stream of prescription data. The algorithm analyzes the trends in real time and instantly pushes a targeted digital ad directly to the physician's tablet, completely bypassing the human rep. Relationship selling is replaced by automated logic. Because this software identifies prescribing opportunities faster and cheaper than any human can, the pharmaceutical industry no longer values the MR as an information gatekeeper. The direct result is a drastic, permanent reduction in field force headcounts. The second and far more devastating pressure comes from below. The industry has shifted heavily toward formal, direct financial arrangements. This flowchart maps out the modern promotional pipeline. Notice how the money flows directly from the pharma manufacturer to the pharmacy chains and hospital groups. E-pharmacies and large physician networks now sign direct contracts, securing 2 to 10% commissions in exchange for guaranteed shelf space and preferred prescribing. With formal agreements locking up the market access, the MR is entirely stripped of their bargaining power. Their daily responsibilities shrink to handling local logistics, confirming orders, and chasing regulatory paperwork. Corporations will always allocate their budgets based on measurable return on investment. Since direct percentage-based commissions guarantee verifiable sales increments, the massive marketing budget that once paid for MR salaries and incentives is quickly evaporating. Finally, the remaining field reps face a crushing pressure from within their own companies: extreme corporate micromanagement. The daily routine in 2030 requires attempting 15 to 20 appointment-only doctor calls. Every move is subject to constant GPS tracking, continuous digital reporting, and ruthless AI-based performance monitoring that ranks reps against their peers weekly. While expectations rise, compensation stagnates. Base salaries for mid-level reps flatline, and their variable pay drops from 40% of their income to barely 10%. Even as management demands impossible double-digit growth in a heavily saturated generic drug market. The 2030 rep is caught in a vice. They carry immense pressure from demanding doctors, aggressive retailers, and unforgiving management, yet they hold absolutely no authority or budget to make decisions. If you are a pharmacy student or pharma professional and finding this information useful, please like, share, and subscribe to PharmaEd. Your support helps us bring more practical pharma career insights. The pharmaceutical profession is still growing. But the traditional representative who relies solely on a friendly smile and relationship selling is obsolete. To survive this industry squeeze, pharmacy students must immediately pivot away from conventional field promotion. You have to upgrade your profile with specialized, data-driven skills. Your safest pivot is toward roles that algorithms cannot replicate. One prominent path is the Medical Science Liaison, or MSL. This position requires deep, specialized clinical expertise and focuses entirely on high-level scientific dialogue rather than chasing sales targets. Another powerful option is becoming a market access manager. Instead of delivering samples to local clinics, these professionals sit in the boardroom and negotiate the massive direct commission contracts that run the modern healthcare economy. Other highly resilient career paths include working as a digital healthcare specialist, moving into regulatory affairs, managing pharmacovigilance, or specializing in clinical research. The professionals who maintain their value through 2030 will be those who build a hybrid skill set. You must combine digital fluency, deep scientific knowledge, and high-level business strategy to secure your place in the industry. Thank you for watching PharmaEd. Subscribe now for pharmacy career guidance, pharma industry updates, and professional growth tips.